Larson made history, sweeping the USAC tripleheader at Eldora Speedway, prompting promoter Tony Stewart to write him an extra $10,000 check. This year, Larson scored his first NASCAR K&N East Series stock car win on Saturday and then flew to Eldora and arrived at the track during hot laps, jumped in a midget, and, you guessed it, won the race. However, in the sprint car feature, that's Larson up against the wall and upside down and then an horrendous hit directly in the roll cage. The California youngster beat up badly enough to need a hospital checkover. He was, however, treated and released. In Larson's absence, Tracy Hines led every lap of the sprint feature. Brian Clausen led the final 40 out of 50 in the Silver Crown race, but that was ugly. I want to show you a photo, and then we'll get to my sort of ulterior motive for wanting to show you this photo. This comes from MahoneyPhotos.com. Give me a reaction to this. When, where, what was this all about?
That had to be Sacramento. I can tell by the guardrail. And that was my rookie year in Indy cars, which was 1965.
Won the championship, didn't you?
I won the championship.
Yeah.
The following year, I had a big #1 on there.
The Dean Van Lines car. We also have a mugshot, I think, that was taken that same day. Let's also courtesy of MahoneyPhotos.com. How about that? You weren't quite as young as Kyle Larson at that point, but you occupied a world in which dirt racing was the path to IndyCar racing, and indeed an important part of the championship. Got so much attention last year when the nominating committee met by phone to pick the candidates for to go on the Mario Andretti Trophy. Do you see any of yourself in that kid? And does it bother you that I think inevitably he's going to end up being a stock car racer instead of an open wheel racer?
Well, I don't know if it bothers me. It's just that maybe he could just try some road racing, you know, get into some maybe the Indy Lights or some of the series that will give him some, you know, some road racing skill opportunities, and because I think to get into the Indy cars you need all that. You need both. I mean, as what he has, the experience that he's getting now in winning is good. Experience is experience, and he can just easily expand it. And as young as he is, it'd be no problem for him to adapt.
When you see a kid like that, do you think, man, I'd love to be him and just do it all over again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was there.
Yeah. It's great, isn't it? Let me ask you about, you know, we saw Ryan Hunter-Reay win the championship at the top of the show. We saw your son's reaction as his team claimed the big prize. Looking at the bigger picture, the IZOD IndyCar Championship Series and the rebuilding that's having to be done after the devastating